Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. So before we get into today's reading, just a little disclaimer that I am a little under the weather. So if you hear some squeaking and a squawking going on today in today's reading, just bear with me because, yeah, I have kind of a congested voice, but I'm feeling okay. I just still sound a little bit funny. Anyway, hello and welcome back to the Tarot Closet. And again, welcome if you're new to the channel. And welcome to another All Signs Tarot reading. All Signs Love Tarot reading, All Signs Love reading. And as is almost always the case here at the Tarot Closet, All Signs Love Messages reading, channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. This is a timeless reading. This is a fated connection. You are here when you're meant to be here. It means there is a message here for you today. So welcome again. I'm really glad you have found your way here. Down below, you'll find all the decks that are going to be coming in today, which, you know, I don't really know where I'm drawn. Sometimes I know, sometimes things take a turn. So anyway, whatever has come in today will be linked below if you're interested. Also, of course, you can find all the playlists, all zodiac signs, and links to the playlists for these readings, for the All Signs Zodiac readings. That playlist, I probably need to change the name, but it's called Love Tarot readings, I think, and messages from your person. Anyway, you can also find that below. And if you're on a twin flame journey, there are very long, very in-depth twin flame readings below and a lot more. So feel free to explore if you are inspired to do so. Remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates for you, and I'm just still moving the cards here, and let the rest go. And I would like to take this time to invite you to like today's video, to hit that like button. I always feel funny saying it. And subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you haven't. This really helps keep the channel moving. And it goes without saying, thank you for joining me today. I love you very much and I appreciate it. So let's see what is going on with your reading today. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. We have Temperance in reverse. The Four of Materials, the Four of Pentacles in the upright. So this is Sun and Capricorn energy, and it's the partnership placement. Somebody hasn't let you go. Your very first card today is Temperance in reverse as well, which is a major arcana, of course, and this is Sagittarius energy. It's also Jupiter energy. You know, Jupiter is the planet of prosperity and expansion. You know, optimism, hope, getting everybody on the right path. You know, the truth of what's best for everybody, just evening things out, tempering things out, restoring balance and harmony. And, you know, this is Archangel Michael here. It's in reverse. It's in the, you know, it's your very first card coming down. So it's an energy of, it's a little bit of, I don't know so much about chaotic energy. It's not really what I'm feeling. There's just something here that has gone on in this connection that has been out of your control, I want to say. I don't know if that means it's out of your person's control, but I will tell you, I can see that they have not let you go. They haven't let you go. There's something else, though, that they need to work on. Is that the truth? Are they not able to get you both on the path you need to be on? Is there some dishonesty going on here? It's the Ace of Inspiration in reverse. So this is how your reading is coming in today. And the Two of Inspiration. So this is the Ace of Wands, the inspiration in this deck. These are the wands. And by the way, the Four of Materials, of course, you probably already see that. It's Pentacles. Sometimes I know that you like me to tell you what the suits are when they're a little bit different. Anyway, it's really clear it's about this love connection. The deck that I chose for you today are the roses. Yeah, they haven't let you go. It's interesting though. Look, there's a camel in the background and oftentimes connected to the desert. You know, and they can go a really long time. They have reserves. So yeah, I feel like this is a no contact, no communication, and or in separation reading. The Ace of Inspiration, the Ace of Wands is in reverse, so there's been a lot of delays, and we can actually see that here in this major arcana, the only one so far in reverse. You know, because Temperance wants to just balance everything out and solve problems, find a solution. It's problem solving, you know, and what it's telling us is that things have not been resolved between you. But this is somebody also who hasn't let you go and maybe has been coming in and out. Let's see, but there isn't a sense of rejection, I want to say. This, of course, is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. And this is where your person's energy is the strongest. It's the Two of Inspiration, that is, of course, the Two of Wands. And that's Mars and Aries energy. So you've been waiting for them to come forward. You've been waiting for them to literally make this choice to come forward. And what? Well, this is a two. It's about the two of you, and it's about the balance. So you've been waiting for them to come here with some kind of truth to solve these issues between you. You literally, this is what you've been waiting for. And I like seeing this. You know, this is a minor arcana, so it's a day-to-day energy. So somebody, your person, everybody, because everyone has free will, energies, outcomes, they will, and they do change, you know. The future is not fixed. It's based on the direction at any moment somebody can take. So it can also, you know, go here and they can't get it together. But as I bring your reading forward to you, we're seeing that it's on their mind. And this is what you've been waiting for. And this can be literal travel toward you, you know, planes, trains, automobiles, brooms, if you're watching this in real time in October. And the Chariot, you know what I mean. But it's also just moving forward in matters of the heart. This is the Wands. You know, it's the energy of love. It's the matters of the heart. And it's a pretty fast energy. But you can see quite literally here that you're waiting. You know, you have I guess you could say this is a telescope out. Here in front of Mars, waiting with Mars. And Mars is the planet of action. And Mars is the beginning. It's kind of like the beginning and the end. You know, this is an Aries energy, but that also brings in Scorpio. And it's the planet of, you know, it's drive and desire, well, passion and courage. It's movement. There's also some conflicting energy, but I can see somebody here has been waiting, and which is you, in front of Mars, in front of the planet of action, waiting for something to come back in here, because it is representing both the beginning and the end. And I don't think that this is something that's over, but you clearly have not been, I want to say, and is this too many? No, I think these are yours. Communicating with your person here today. So, yeah, look what's at the bottom of the deck. It's the Three of Wands in reverse. So this is the Sun in Aries. And, well, yeah, it's the delays right here that we already see in the Ace of Wands. So it's what they're thinking about. It's a matter of making this decision, and you're waiting for it. There are delays. Why? It's a pretty major delay. We can see it in Temperance. You know, Archangel Michael just wants to get everybody on the path for, well, to the truth, to the sun, you know, to source, to the outcome. That's the outcome for the highest good of everybody. So it's conflict, I want to say here today in particular, with Temperance and Jupiter. I feel like it's some conflict resolution between you. We just see that it is delayed. You know, it's somebody it's kind of High Priestess in reverse energy for me too. Somebody's not really, I don't know if they're not taking it seriously or what, but it is timing-wise just not happening now. And we also see that in the Three of Inspiration, divine timing, communication growth, things not moving. What is going on here? This is going to tell us a lot, isn't it? Okay, yeah, so it's the Ten of Cups in reverse. I don't love this, but it's what it is. You know, this is Mars and Pisces energy. So that is what you've been waiting for things to resolve around. Were you in the Ten of Cups? Were you heading for the Ten of Cups? Was it on the table still? Because this is telling us that it's a broken connection. For some of you, it might be a legal connection, you know. It can quite simply be a broken marriage, but it's plans kind of broken too. So for some of you that were building a life together, wanted to build a life together, building a family together, and you know, that's going to be different for everybody. Bringing in life, I want to say, blending families, introducing families. What was that? That's what needs to be resolved here. And that's what has been going on. And it's delayed for any type of new cycle. It's trouble in the way of this connection. For some of you, that means family. It's not going to be for everyone. It also just means what you were building. And that's literally what you're waiting here for. Why is it delayed? Because, okay, so there's a lack of confidence here of somebody coming forward, your person. It's the Queen of Wands. It's the Queen of Inspiration, of course. And it's a hot and cold energy. You see what they're wanting to do, but they're really, and they haven't let you go. That's the other thing. They're stuck. It's the Eight of Voices. It's the Eight of Swords. This is Jupiter energy as well. It's Jupiter and Gemini energy, you know, and it's really moving forward in this connection. So is it resuming where you were in the Ten of Cups? Is it simply going there in the first place? Did somebody have a problem? Somebody here having a problem with commitment? Is there some other commitments in their life? We're going to dig in and find out, but you can see that they're stuck. And the Eight of Swords, this Jupiter energy, so holding them back from moving forward, is also the Gemini energy. And that's the planet of the mind, the planet of communication, but it's communicating about it at all. They're stuck here. You're literally, you know, looking and waiting. And it's clear that they haven't let you go. So what the heck is going on? We saw, so look, the Ten of Voices wanted to show itself as well. And I'm actually not keeping this. And I'm not keeping this either. It just doesn't feel right, but it wanted to show itself. And it's not really surprising. It's the Sun in Gemini. You know, you can't get any more swords. And so I feel like the connection hasn't really moved out of that energy yet. Let's move the deck around, get some energy in here. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels and Ancestors. Please show us the cards, Aho. Yeah. Okay. So it's the Seven of Wands in reverse, Mars and Leo energy. It's an energy of being afraid. What are they afraid of? Look at everything is delayed here. These are yours as well. There's obstacles here. There's challenges within your person. I want to say too, for some of you, it might be somebody that's just playing some games. It's not going to be for everyone, but you know, the Queen of Inspiration, this particular deck too, you know, almost looks like she's playing kind of a stringed instrument, you know, and it's a lack of confidence. It's in reverse, but we see what you're waiting for and that they need to make this decision right in front of this Mars energy. They're obstacles. They're totally stuck here. They're stuck. Look, they're just afraid. The thing about the Sun in reverse too is, of course, this is the Leo energy and it's source, God, Goddess, the universe, the divine. And I'm also not surprised by seeing it because that's where Archangel Michael's trying to get everybody, is on this path toward the Sun and toward an outcome that is the best outcome for everyone. So there's just I just feel like there's no resolution here. And it's an energy of delay. You know, it's a delayed outcome here. And it's no other way to say it, but sad waiting. My gosh. The Page of Inspiration in reverse. So that's some immature energy. It can be that somebody here is younger or they're just emotionally immature. They're just behaving a particular way. The Ten of Inspiration in reverse. This is the Ten of Wands in reverse. So this is a kind of freeing energy of things lightening up. And I'm wondering, interesting here. Yeah, I'm wondering if that might be you. Kind of getting tired of waiting here, because this is a connection that there's not a lot of information yet, just that you're still very much on their mind. They haven't let you go, but they need to untangle something here, and you're just waiting, you know, but they're very stuck. Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords in the upright. Five of Wands in the upright. Saturn and Leo energy. Saturn, the planet of restriction, you know, kind of slowing things down, obstacles in the way, can sometimes be tied to a traditional energy, you know, to some, well, yeah, to some karma. So somebody trying to work something out in their life, perhaps around other people. The Nine of Inspiration, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, so this might be you. This is kind of it's like a wounded warrior energy. It's the moon in Sagittarius. And some communication, I feel like, is trying to come through, but nothing's really unclear. We need a lot more, actually. But it is kind of almost like Four of Cups energy. It's kind of some apathy, you know. It's just sort of sitting back a little bit here. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles here. So a lot of this that went on, okay, wow, this is very telling. So there was some breadcrumbing going on here, some not so nice things that were said. The Five of Voices, Venus and Aquarius energy, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is the moon in Taurus energy. So here's the thing. This is somebody who is clear that they need to make an apology or make some peace in this connection. And this is a separation, you know, whether it's no communication, no contact, and or in separation, it's just very clear. And they know there's a selfish energy in the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You know, it's a kind of a one-sided energy. And well, I want to say emotional, whether that's emotional or in the physical realm, you know, here with the Pentacles. I think it's just surrounding this commitment. And I do think it's emotional as well. And obviously something here was said that was very hurtful. The Five of Voices. This is Venus and Aquarius energy around this love. And, you know, you can see that somebody was hurt here. And the Swords are transactional energy, you know, and it's clarity and information and communication and movement in that direction. You know, it's the air energy here. And it's really interesting with this deck because they're holding the olive branch. So this is a making peace energy around that. And it's literally what you've been waiting for. And whether that resolution, the conflict resolution, is going to bring you back together to rebuild or just make some sort of final, you know, kind of close things. It's still really unclear to me. The moon in reverse, major arcana, and excuse my voice. I have, yeah, anyway, as I said, there's just kind of a lot of like swallowing and stuff going on. So I'm probably not going to be editing it out. It's just too much of it going on. So, Entschuldigung, as we say here in Austria, excuse me ahead of time. The moon in reverse, this is the moon energy. It's major arcana. It's Pisces energy. It's also Cancer and Gemini. It's also Neptune energy, and it's in reverse. So here's the thing. They're clear what they need to say to you, and this is the truth coming. And it's, look, it's wanting to be in reverse. Okay. And it's showing the Ten of Swords again. And it's coming here, or what I wanted to say is it's coming in the bottoms up, okay? It's coming here with the Six of Inspiration. That's the Six of Wands, and that's Jupiter and Leo energy. And this is a message for me that's coming in. And it's also overcoming the obstacles here that they're needing to overcome in order to come to you. And look, there's a mirror here. Somebody's not wanting to look in it, you know, doesn't want to see, maybe kind of break some illusions of what they're thinking. So is that an immaturity? It can be, you know, something going on in their life that they haven't really wanted to look at. This is an energy of overcoming that. And, you know, Six, of course, is a restoring harmony energy and a healing energy. And they know this. So I do feel that there is an apology coming here. I'm wondering for some of you too, if today's reading is connecting with the Love Tarot that I just posted I guess, a couple of days ago, one of the most sincere apologies readings, because this is an apologetic energy too. The question is it coming through? Because you're really waiting for somebody to apologize here, you know, and there's kind of a little bit of a headbutting going on. It's like you're waiting for them to make that first move. And they're aware of that as well. And I do feel that they will be. We just see that there is a stuck energy. Look at that. 5, 6, and the 7 of Wands. The Ace of Wands as well. The Page of Wands. The 10 of Wands. So what are we? The 9 of Wands. So what are we missing? Ace, we're missing. We have the 2 of Wands. Of course, we saw the 3 of Wands. I think I put that back in, didn't I? So we saw the 2, 3. We're only missing the 4 of Wands. 5, 6, 7. And the 8 of Wands, the message. The 8 of Wands, the message. Okay, so I thought this was the overall energy, but it's not. And yeah, this is somebody I feel like they just know that they need to send you this apology. You know, maybe it could be in person. It's just not really clear here, but we see what it's all around. It's this broken connection here. And the selfish energy, some things possibly that were said, maybe even not said. You're holding that wand up. It's interesting too with the 9 of Wands, because right before that, of course, is the 8 of Wands. So it's sort of like you want to hear from your person, but you're also going to have your guard up, you know, and a message for you too, just to be clear about what you need to say and what you want. And I think that you are. You know, it's really, it's a strong energy of that for me today. It's not a lot of persistent energy that I feel. It's more of, well, persistent energy, I want to say, and you just kind of holding up that wand. And what I'm trying to say is that it's connected to possibly this 8 of Wands that we're waiting for, really. And that's the message or communication. And maybe it will even be at an actual event, because the 4 of Wands keeps trying to make its way in here today. So let's see if it's coming in. I keep seeing it. And it can be that there's an actual seeing each other, you know, and this feeling of them coming to you kind of, I don't know, with their tail between their legs doesn't sound really very pleasant. And I don't like to sound, I don't know, it just doesn't sound right. But that's what I'm hearing. And I just have to bring forward what I'm hearing. Sometimes I can't, but I try to bring everything through. The 10 of Voices has showed itself again. So I kind of feel like it needs to stay in here. And that's the Sun and Gemini energy. And that's also the Sun in the upright. And that's telling us that, yeah, this is a new cycle. This is the outcome is you can't get any more swords in. So it really is time. They're thinking about it. You see it. And whether you just want an apology and you're planning to move on, or this apology is going to move into something more for the two of you, it's literally what you're waiting for. You know, it's just you can't get any more swords in. It's time. It's a new cycle. And what happened here, you know, because this is a really hurtful energy. I mean, it's the 10 of Swords. It's a lot of swords in here. I mean, it's coming through, you know, they made it look really graceful, but we know that is not the case. In fact, we're waiting for this to go here because that's apologetic energy. Okay, look, the 4 of Cups did come in, and yeah, and I'm not surprised by that because it was wanting to come in. I saw it coming in eventually. It's the Moon in Cancer energy, and this is them coming in with that cup. And maybe it's going to be out of nowhere, maybe not after watching today's reading, but it is an energy of kind of out of nowhere. And even though you're waiting for it, look, there's an apathy here. Just, I've been waiting for this. The 4 of Cups is the Moon in Cancer, and that is all the emotional energy and communicating and opening up inside a big cup, which is like the Ace of Cups, you know. And then there's the 2 of Cups here. Look at that. It's very much like the 2 of Cups energy, still connected, eyes closed. You know, the energies are still connected here, and I really do feel this energy today. And then there are the 3 Cups, bringing in the 3 of Cups, and that's Mercury in Cancer energy, and that's the communication. It's the communication, and it's emotional, and it's around this connection, this love here. So you are waiting for this, but you're also, I don't know if you're just kind of holding back and holding on to some pride, or if this is a, yeah, no, I need to, being clear about what it is that you want and what it is that you need to hear. It might be a little bit of both for some of you. And that 4 is a manifesting energy, you know, so it's manifesting this in. This is really what you want. And again, that apathy that comes through, you know, maybe it's a little bit of a mix of making them kind of work for it, because there is some power struggle going on here. The Strength card is really strong for me today. And there's some Queen of Wands and King of Wands energy, Emperor, Empress energy here. It's what you want, but you're also holding true to what you need. Yeah, look. So it's the Death card. It's Scorpio energy, and this is a transformational energy. It is big changes. It's endings and beginnings, you know. It's the Death card. It's Scorpio energy, and it's a major arcana. It's Pluto energy, and that's regenerative energy. 2 people here are stuck in, you know, it looks like they got wrapped up by the spider web here. And is it all in the mind? That's kind of interesting, isn't it? It's feminine energy, actually, with that spider web. In any case, look, it's 13 and it's coming to a 4 again. And that's the manifesting energy for things to just be really different. And the thing about the 4 is that's also the 4 areas of support and stability. And what is that supporting? What are the supports for? What is that making stable? It's the relationship on top of the foundation. So that's the groundwork, you know, and that's already here. But I feel like right now, all of the support has been kind of knocked off. I mean, you can see it here. And yeah, it's the foundation is still there, but without all the support, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, everybody being there, it's just, I kind of want to say like a sitting duck to the elements, you know, vulnerable, not stable, an unstable connection, an unstable relationship, I guess you could say. And this is manifesting that in, you know, the transformation of things being totally different. So this is actually more, it's bigger than I realize of what you're wanting here. You know, you're not just waiting around for them to come and send you a message. It's a delay. And we see that the obstacles are being worked out. You know, it's literal here in the 5 and the 6 of Wands. And then interesting, then we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. So it's sort of like hot and cold energy, but it's somebody who it is a little bit of out of control energy, actually, with this Temperance in reverse energy. It's somebody who's just trying to work some things out. Why? What's going on in their life? Because you're still here, I feel like, waiting, but you have some firm boundaries that you're putting up, you know, and justifiably so. I'm bringing in the Justice card. But that's manifesting this as a total transformational energy. And it feels like if it doesn't happen in that way, that it might be, maybe then it's over for some of you. The 3 of Voices, this is wanting to be your overall energy. Don't be scared by that, because this is not, you already know what this is today. So, but that's where it wants to be. And right below it is, look, that's what is also needed here in this energy. Is the 3 of Voices in reverse. This is the apology after everything that's happened. It's an apologetic energy. It's physical healing. It's also here in holding up that olive branch here. And just a moment, because my camera is just always just cutting out whenever it wants to, but particular moments I can catch it. So I'm going to turn it on and off. Hello. Sometimes I can be covert about it, but I just, want to catch it because I'm in I don't want to lose this message for you. The 3 of Swords is the Saturn and Libra energy. And of course, that's showing us here that this is what we know it to be, and no contact, no communication, and or in separation reading. This is heartbreak. It's breakup energy. It's separation. It's not talking, whether it's just not talking or it's physical too. And it feels like it's physical here. And in order for things to be transformed, there is an apology that needs to come. And it looks like it's coming. It's just super delayed. And there's a lot more than just an apology here coming, that's needed, is what I want to say. Obviously, it's not magic, bringing in the magician, because everyone has free will and needs to make choices, and things need to actually be worked out. So it's clean slate energy, but it's actually working them out. And this is what you've been really wanting. So let's see if this is what is eventually coming in, because we see that it's on their mind. The Three of Inspiration came in again in reverse. Yeah, it's just delays. It's delays here. Look. And it's also a delay because I'm in this Ten of Swords reversing because I keep seeing it. And that's more apologetic energy here. And the Three of Swords, by the way, this apology, Three of Swords in reverse, is connecting directly with their decision to come here and make this apology. And as we know, you've been waiting for. I just think that it's a lot more that you've been waiting for. That there's a lot there's a lot involved in this apology. It's more than just oh, I'm sorry. Hey, let's talk. It feels really big to me. And there's a delay in that. The Page of Emotions, is the Page of Cups, and it's coming here in the upright. So this is coming here. This is what really, this coming in, which we see in the Four of Emotions, it's just a matter of when, is actually really, I feel like a lot of what you've been wanting too. It's a really emotional offer or emotionally coming in, okay, in this Page of Emotions, the Page of Cups. This is an octopus, kind of built into the dress here under the water. An octopus live at the very bottom of the oceans, the deepest part of the ocean, and they come up for air. And it's a lot of deep emotions coming in here. Look at the heart chakra is really, of course, activated here. This is the Page of Cups. This is around the love. Page energy can sometimes be younger, or even just somebody who's emotionally immature, or just somebody who's trying to figure out how to make this work, because we know that it's really super delayed. And as I'm saying that, look what is coming in. Yeah, this is super clear. This is what we're waiting on, for them to get out of the Hermit energy. That's what we're waiting on. So this Page of Cups is here in the Hermit card energy, and we see that they're wanting to come and bring this in and communicate with you. There's a lot of apologetic energy, and I want to bring in another deck and kind of see where else it's going. But it's coming out of this is what you're waiting for in order for them to come here. Look, in this Knight of Cups energy, this is the Knight of Emotions. It's the Princess Charming energy, romantic proposals. Now, is this proposal that's coming in just this apology, or is it more? Because you're waiting, I feel like, for just this whole thing to transform. Like it's a rebuilding energy. It's not because there's obviously something here that you're still waiting for. There's a connection here. But they're in the Hermit energy. It's where you go for clarity and personal truth and what you want. And, spiritual illumination. And we see here in Temperance in reverse, and the Sun in reverse, that it's just really slowed down. And this is why, because they're here. And what's coming after the Hermit energy is the Wheel of Fortune. The question is it spinning around? Is it going to stop in the upright or the reverse? Is this a turning point in this connection? Or is it just going to stay stuck? Because I'm seeing it. It's stuck. The question is it going to unstick here, become unstuck? Because this Knight of Emotions, this Knight of Cups, is all around the emotional energy. And I'm just looking, and no, there's no horn. Every time I look at this, I think, is this a unicorn? No, it's not. They're playing in the water here. So yeah, even as I say that, it's not lost on me, playing with emotions. It's kind of maybe some reversal energy. So it might be that it has been spinning, I think, in the past energy of some wishy-washy, playing with some emotions, because there is some emotional unavailability that's here, I feel like, in the past, maybe still the current energy. But it can be, it can be an energy of coming here and making some kind of offer, whether that that cup and that offer is just the apology or if it's more. Let's see what's going on. Well, it's what you wanted. It's the Nine of Emotions coming right after it. That's the Nine of Cups. It's Jupiter. It's the energy that's really strong here today. It's Jupiter and Pisces energy. And Jupiter is the planet of prosperity, expansion, hope, wisdom, growth, optimism, and you know what else? Luck. It's kind of, well, yeah, it's that Wheel of Fortune turning in the upright. Interesting. And that's a turning point. So what you've been wishing for is this apology, but a whole lot more that they'll come forward and make the first move. It does look like that is coming, but it's a matter of timing here. You know, there's still some stuck energy and the need to come out of the Hermit card energy. And you might even be in here too, because, I mean, look at the energy here also. The Nine of Wands, where I feel you kind of holding on to that ninth wand, bracing yourself possibly for that communication, in the Eight of Wands, which I feel really strongly here today. As they come in here with the Four of Cups, you know, and the Three of Cups within there, that's the communication. Also just kind of here waiting, trying to get clear on what it is you want. But this is wish fulfillment. As this Prince, Princess Charming comes in, this Knight of Cups, and makes this proposal. And there is the Four of Wands that we were feeling coming in. Okay, so that energy was quite strong for me. For some of you, maybe seeing your person. And this is a validation of that. This is a reunion energy, and it can be at an actual location around family and friends. It's a homecoming energy, so that can be just what you think of, you know, when you think of homecoming, like to an actual dwelling or to a town or a city or a state, that sort of thing. But it's also just a coming back together energy. This is a manifesting your soulmate energy, you know, and it's indicating this celebratory reunion energy. So it's also telling me that maybe you're still here, but there is a need for you to kind of hold your ground, which I think you're doing. So, I mean, you can see it here. So it can be that it's a message, of course. Look, this is connecting with that Four of Pentacles, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And then I want to bring in another deck. So this can be that it's a message, Six of Inspiration, Four of Inspiration, that leads to a reunion in person, or it can even be that it's a reunion, just in general, overcoming those obstacles here. There are, look, the obstacles, interesting, the Six here is represented with people. So it can be that some of the obstacles within this connection have been a person or people, but it can also be work and money, or somebody's being afraid of commitment, you know, stuck up in their head, whatever. Location, cultural, religious differences. It really is, what is that going to mean for you? But this is coming together energy, either way, whether it's in a message and in person or in person. And it can even be for some of you that that's maybe a surprise, I want to say. Maybe you're not going to be expecting this, but this is, I mean, to me, this is wish fulfillment, but it's depending on some decisions. Look, so that Four of Pentacles, that was coming in your partnership placement. It's kind of buried now, of your person not letting you go, but needing to untangle something is right here. So there's a validity now that we have. It's Capricorn and Saturn energy. And this is just weighing out some options, you know, trying to make a choice here. There are two roses, you know, and that is around love. And it can be, of course, romance, but it's also a really passionate energy around love and growth. And yeah, so it's not necessarily going to be romance for everybody. It can also be somebody's love of money or their job or their family of origin. They're just trying to juggle it all because they don't want to lose you, but there's something here that they still need to figure out in order to make that decision for this to come to fruition, but also your decision if this is what you're accepting, because you're also still here in the Hermit energy thinking about this. It's clear that you will come together, I feel. Whether it's just in a message or in person. It's pretty strong here. Whether eventually I feel like leading to that. There's a strong, again, making peace, apologetic energy here. Really strong. And you can see that this is what you want, and the wish fulfillment. And that came through with the death card energy today of just manifesting a total transformation, like just being very different. So this is wish fulfillment in that. And if it's the total opposite, and some of you are still here and you're watching it and you're saying, that's me wishing for this to be over. Well, I think you're going to get that wish too if that's what you want, because that's your free will. But I don't think that's most of you here. But this is that choice. And of course, this also makes an 8. That's an action number. It's also an infinity symbol. So for some of you, this might be in connection with your twin flame. That's not going to be for everyone. We also see there is a soulmate energy here, but there's trouble around it, with the temperance energy. But that infinity symbol is about balance. And that connects, by the way, to Libra energy. This is Capricorn and Saturn energy. But that balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies coming into union and being able to make a decision, and come from a balanced place with that decision. So that's just what I feel like still need to do here. This is still, it's what you're waiting for, but how long will you be? For some of you, you might say, yeah, okay, I don't know. I think I'm done. But I don't think that's for everybody. It's clear that some of you are wanting this. The Tower in reverse has revealed itself. Yeah, this is the fear of change. So there's something here. What is that within your person? And this is sliding right off. Whoa, the King of Cups. My gosh. So is this fear of how they feel about you and what's going to change? There's something really clearly wanting to reveal under there. And we're going to look at it. And I'm bringing in another deck. It's going a little long today, but this is just how it's going. This is fear of change. This is also being honest, being afraid to be honest, and fear of change. And it's coming here with the Muse of Emotions. That's the King of Cups. So is this fear admitting how they feel about you and changing this pentacle in their life and the Four of Pentacles that they need to untangle? Money, work, another connection, family of origin, religious, cultural differences. What is it? It's something they have to change that's really big that they're scared of. And it's also really revealing the Nine of Voices. Look, they're all up in their head about this. They're all up in their head about this here. Excuse me, but these cards are just going wild. That's the Nine of Swords. It's Gemini and Mars. They're up in their head about what to do. Mars is the energy of the planet of action, drive. There's conflicting energy here too, and that's connected to Mars and the sword energy. It's the 9. It's things coming to fruition. It's the swords. It's transactional. It's getting clarity. They're so stuck in their head. Look at the feelings that they have for you. They've been hiding them. They're taking their little boat and they're going right here to the starfish. It's infinite possibilities. It's making something work that wasn't. Look at the black and white, the divine, the yin-yang energy, balancing out. You're not talking, but you sure are connected. And this is the King of Cups, the Muse of Emotions. And clearly, a lot of that is conflicting energy about how they feel about you. Yet they're still moving here toward the starfish as they balance out their energies here and make the decision or decisions that they need to make should you still be there, because they're obviously very afraid. So this can be around a really big commitment that they just kind of bailed out on, or there's some other commitment here, whatever it is, making that decision. They're really stuck in their head because there's still a lot of emotions for you. And they're the master of emotions, the King of Cups. They've been hiding it, but they're also here not sleeping. And this is an energy of coming here and bringing that. Look at that. The Knight of Emotions, the 9 of Emotions, so the Knight of Cups, the 9 of Cups, even in that 4 of Cups here, and the King of Cups, and coming here in an emotionally available way. And that's really, I feel like, a lot of what you want, but probably a lot more. Okay, so we're keeping these, and I'm going to bring in another deck. So we're shuffled and ready to go. And as I was picking up the deck, I saw that the Four of Pentacles is in reverse at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Four of Pentacles in your partnership placement. And here it's in reverse. So this is a vulnerable mindset. And I'm wondering if there's a conversation that you've already had or had with someone else, or that they've seen online or something. Because it's sort of like a triggering energy of being afraid that they've lost you because they haven't made the decision yet, or they made the wrong decision. And feeling you in this energy of really thinking about what it is you want. So I do feel like what we're seeing here, their feelings for you, the communication is something that's coming probably sooner than later, but it is delayed. And for some of you, it's around some kind of triggering energy. Okay, so I want to move it again just because we're here in real time. And then we're going to bring in some channeled love messages, the Five of Wands and the Strength card. So we felt the Strength card coming in. Look, it's just trying to get through these obstacles, literally. And to you, this is an energy that I've been feeling really strong today, that the chemistry between you is really high. But there's an overwhelming energy that sometimes comes through that can really overwhelm each other. But this is also, I mean, it's an 8, you know, it's a number of accomplishing things. It's an action number. It's also here as a tattoo. And that's also, of course, an infinity symbol, and that's connecting us again to balance. For some of you, that might be regarding your twin flame. That's not going to be for everybody. But that's also connecting us to the balance, and literally here trying to balance out their divine feminine, divine masculine energies in order to come here and make this apology. And what else? Make, I feel like, a really big decision so that things can be totally different for you. And if they're not, and if they can't, I feel like this is about you having something totally new. The obstacles are here still, we know that. And, you know, this is the Five of Wands having come down twice now. And the strength to overcome them. The Fool card is showing itself as well. By the way, that's Leo energy. And the Sun. The source, God, Goddess, the universe, the divine. And, you know, the 8th star in the star card is a gift to the Strength card. I really love that. And that's the hope for the renewal and the clarity. It's kind of like a miracle energy, you know. This is like a make or break decision, I feel like. The Fool card, that's the thing. Look, are you beginning getting this totally new start here with a whole new set of walls, you know, of support. The 4 areas of support and stability, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, on this foundation, which has been, because it's been destroyed, the support. And starting over again, this is the fresh start that I'm feeling. It's Aquarius and Uranus energy. It's everything changing. It's taking the chance and going for something new here, you know, having learned lessons. So really, it's a matter of, are you coming together? Is this a new start for the two of you? Because is that what you wanted? Because this is wish fulfillment coming in here. It's a message, which I feel like you've been waiting for, but have you been waiting for this? And if it doesn't come, could this be you going here and transforming and having a new start? Yeah, for some of you. It's kind of a mixed bag here today, and it wants to be here. So I'm keeping it, but I'm going to move the energy. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. The 4 of Swords. Interesting. So the 3 of Swords in reverse, the apology, and here's the 4 of Swords. Jupiter and Libra energy. You know, it's really what we already know. You're still connected, but you're still not talking or not seeing each other. Waiting here. It's an energy of, you know, you go here to, when you're separated, just to sort of figure things out. But look, it's the red thread of fate wrapped around this heart in this energy of waiting. It's Jupiter and Libra energy. So waiting for this to come in, but also it's connecting really strongly with your person too. They've been really up in their head here because look how they feel about you. And look what they're wanting to, they want to, it's wish fulfillment, you know. They want to come in here and say a lot to you, I feel. And it's an energy of, so they've either made a decision or they still haven't made it, but there's a little bit of fear. They're afraid to change something in their life, but they're also afraid to come. And I just feel like they better move fast because there's still a lot of potential here today, but only if they're coming out of that. Look, the Hermit now is returning. It's in reverse. It's a stuck energy. Yeah, because I'm just waiting. I feel like we're just waiting for them to come out of that energy. This is more of confirmation of what we're saying here, of no contact, no communication, and or in separation. You know, and it's stuck. Maybe both sides too. And it just, of course, it wanted to come in here and stay. Kind of repeating mistakes, you know. So they're afraid to do something wrong, and you're also, that's too many, afraid of going down this path again. But nonetheless, wanting to hear from them. There's the Star card, and it's coming here in reverse. Okay, so that's literally what I was just saying. It's right here. This is the sadness and waiting because they're not responding. There's kind of a, I want to say, ignoring energy that's coming through. The Eight of Pentacles here in reverse. Yeah, if they don't get it together, because this is, that star was put here in the Strength card. You know, it's kind of like passed over. That 8th star, it's the 17, it comes to an 8, was given here to the Strength card. And if they don't get it together to make this decision to come forward, this might be yours, this transformational moving on energy. You know, because it's also the 8 of Pentacles in reverse here. And it's just telling us what we know, that there is some healing that's needed here. Some work on the partnership. Because it hasn't been. It's ignoring energy, and it's a sadness around it. And there's also, it's coming in some arrogant energy too. Interesting. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. It's the Empress. Yeah, so this is an energy of coming in. And timing, the divine, communication, growth, and it's the Empress. Coming in here emotionally available. That's the King of Cups here, coming along with the Empress. Of course, the Mother Earth energy and the big full belly, which is bringing in the Earth here. I mean, that's the Earth, that's the possibilities, that's the Earth. It's the World card. It's divine timing here as well. It's completion, it's travel, so it can be physical travel to you, but also travel within the connection. Obstacles, yeah. You know, here the World card within the Empress is bringing in Saturn energy. It's also really a deep soulmate connection. But that's telling us that we see this as coming to completion soon. You know, it doesn't stay this way. And it's the Empress. You know, it's coming in emotionally available. It's wanting to reinvigorate things, coming in here with the truth. So it's kind of like getting out of that Temperance in reverse energy. This is how they're coming. It's a matter of timing, and will you still be here? The Empress has access to all the elements, the water, air, earth, and fire, the love, the friendship, the clarity in the relationship, the transactional energy, all the information and the truth, the earth, the commitment, the physical relationship, all the practicalities around that, and feeling safe. And fire energy, of course, the wands, and that's the energy of love, the idea of love, the passionate energy, and how things, the movement, you know. She has looks a little bit like a victory wreath, or is this a reunion wreath wrapped around her wrist here? And they're almost looking like angel wings. I think they're angel wings, but they're made of fish. They're made of fish. This is divine feminine energy, and it's, of course, Taurus energy and Venus energy. So this is, I really like this energy for you. And look what is coming with it. It's the Queen of Swords in the upright. And that's Libra ruled by Venus. So this is the truth coming of how they feel. This is what you've literally been waiting for. And it can be a whole lot more. I feel like with this truth coming and with this decision that they need to kind of either make or fix, something that's maybe going to trigger them to come, that there's a lot of potential here still. It's just a matter of that decision. I want to see what's under here. Yeah, it's coming out of this because they're still stuck here. They're still stuck here. But this Queen of Swords, Libra ruled by Venus, that's the truth. It's the total truth. And that's the infinity, again, connecting us to Libra. It's the balance. It's balancing out their divine feminine and divine masculine energies here. And being able to come and do what they know they need to do. And heal this connection. And this is just, I want to show you what's coming on here, okay? This is what just happened. And this happens sometimes. And then we're going to bring in some channeled love messages. So the Eight of Swords is still here. So it's telling us it's a day-to-day energy that can change like that, but that they're still stuck. We know there's healing energy that is extremely necessary here. And look, we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups here now. Now, she's in reverse. So there is kind of an insecure energy that's coming here. And a lot of that is how they feel about you. And what else? Is it an age thing for some of you? Maybe an emotional unavailability thing, because you're coming in here different. It's what you want. And this is also the death of their ego, by the way. And it's coming in a really much higher vibe. And it's what you've been wanting. It's a lot of things are changing here, even as I read for you. It's asking for the second chance. It's what you want, but will you still be there? Because when are they coming? It is around divine timing. Because look what was here as I was coming through. And we're stopping here. But they wanted to show. It's the Four of Cups again. So it's a validation. And we saw it coming the first time. It's the Moon in Cancer. So yeah, we know that they're coming in here to communicate for sure. And there's a lot of hope for what is... hope waiting for that, but also apathetic. It's more of that energy. And what's in that cup? Well, we see the Knight of Cups here. We see a lot of apologetic energy. And what I wanted to say is, look at that. Look what is coming in here. And yeah, it's Three of Swords again in reverse. So that's the apology. Look at the red thread of fate here. But look at, I don't love this. Look, the swords are on a tattoo on the arm. You know, it's the sword energy. It's transactional. It's clarity. And what happened in this connection? Because it's a validation that you're waiting for an apology. And it's around this Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it's somebody who has been behaving immaturely around this connection. It's breakup energy too. It can't even be that somebody, by the way, that somebody has maybe some type of addiction. So that's going to be a message that's not for everybody. But in any case, so this is the energy that has come through. And why? It's feeling like this triggering energy that they might just be, you know, it might be surprising you when they come here. It's Judgment. This is the Judgment card, and it's the Pluto energy. And it's getting the clarity, and it's making this decision. It's a wake-up call. What do you want? It's literally Archangel Gabriel waking up your person in regard to this connection and saying, what do you want? Because this is maybe your last chance. It's maybe your last chance to get it together. We see that what you want is to apologize for being immature around this connection. Look at the lack of balance here in reverse. We know that because that's the divine feminine, divine masculine energies out of balance and making some not so great decisions and not making some that they should be making around this connection. And it's a big part of why things were disconnecting, because it's a breakup energy here. Connecting right with the Three of Swords twice. So yeah, it's a big deal. And I'm sorry to have to cover up your King of Cups and Queen of Cups, but there's a lot of cards here today. But this is that energy, look, and it's making that decision to come. So we see it here with the Empress. Emotionally available, coming here for what they want, which is wanting to grow. The Empress can grow anything. The Empress can begin new love again. You know, look at here, sort of harnessing the moon as well. Of course, this is Mother Earth energy around all the emotions and this, what is about to happen, this new beginning here, please. It's this, look, begging energy here. And that's also the duality and coming out of all of that and the balance here in that too. And coming here balanced with the truth, with clarity. Yeah. Wow. And look, it's right below the Death card. So it's a lot of what you've been manifesting and waiting for. It's a lot of what you've been manifesting and waiting for. I just hope they're fast enough, you know? Let's bring in some channeled love message. This is going to be a long one. There goes the camera again. Channeled love messages and see what they have to say. Okay. Channeled love messages from your person. Love messages from your person. Messages from their higher self. I'm building up the strength and courage to contact you. It's the Strength card. I really want you back in my life. I trust that the universe will bring us together. Please forgive me. That's really strong. There's a lot of apologetic energy here today. Like I said, it could be for some of you, the Love Tarot, even if you're, because this is not for real time for everybody. These are timeless readings. So whenever you're here, I want to say the day before the date, whatever today's date is, the day before, 2 days before today's, there is a reading titled The Most Sincere Apology. That might be your reading as well. Our meeting was no accident. It's a serendipitous energy. Serendipity. I feel like my chest will burst open. Forever is a long time, but I wouldn't mind spending it by your side. I love you. You are my other half. Twin flame energy for some of you. That's not for everybody. Soulmate energy. Are you thinking about me? Look, as I put this right over here, it's like you don't want them to know too. There is a power struggle here, you know. Maybe you're kind of like you're watching each other, whether it's around and where you live or online through friends for some of you. Yeah, that's it. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. That's a lot of I love yous. And as I say that, I'm looking here at the Four of Cups saying, do you? Interesting. I hope you still love me. Yeah. Wow. Look, right here with Judgment. I'm thinking of you. That's all I do all the time. Our love is eternal. Okay. I'm bringing in some channeled love messages today, and I'm feeling a particular deck. It might be that I look at this one too, because that's also kind of calling my name. There's a little feather on here. Okay. Channeled song messages, love messages through song, love songs. Well, songs, they're not all love songs. It can be songs come through that you resonate with your person. Songs you're even hearing a lot of or on your playlists, you know. But it can even be songs that you don't like or know. And maybe you even feel like it's not your message or that you're sending it, and that's okay. There's always a sentiment behind a song, you know, and I love you, or and I'm sorry, and we need to look at this now. And a lot of course, and it's like the same with the reading, there will be things that will resonate for you in a word or a location or a name, an artist. Something here with tarot. Maybe somebody has a tattoo of a heart or a moth, you know, for example, an infinity symbol. And things that I just won't be able to put together because that's something you're seeing. So take it as it resonates for you as always. But the song also, if you feel you're sending it, then you're sending it. Because a lot of time communication goes down here, you know. So let's see what's coming through channeled song messages. You make me feel so divine. Your soul and mind are entwined. Before you, I was blind. I belong to you, Lenny Kravitz. Whoa, it's coming here right with the Queen of Swords and the Empress. Have I told you lately that I love you? Well, they have here. Have I told you there's no one else above you? Have I told you lately that I love you? Van Morrison. You let me into a conversation only we could make. You break and enter my imagination. Whatever's in there is yours to take. Song for someone, you too. Come a little bit closer. Hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. Harvest Moon, Neil Young. And I'm a coward, but then again, so are you. And the lion's roar has me evading and hollering for you, and I will never really know what to do. The lion's roar first aid kit. This is the strength energy and the healing energy, and it's it's like the push and pull too. It's the power struggle, you know. Just because there's so much that they want here and that you're waiting for, but there is some immaturity, and that's also connecting with some ego energy. That's been holding them back. And what else? What is that pentacle, you know? Take the sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Falling slowly, Glenn Hansard and Marketa Erglova. This is your song today. I just heard this is your song today. Have you heard this song? If not, this is your song. Falling Slowly, Glenn Hansard and Marketa Erglova. Take the sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time, because there is still potential here. It could go either way. This is a reading today that it's really either going to go somewhere and be totally new and amazing, and the change that you've been manifesting together, or all of the above apart. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow, written by Yip Harburg. And that just speaks for itself. It's a lot of hope. It's up here in the divine, in the clouds, wishing upon the star, fated connection, wish fulfillment. We see the Nine of Cups is here today. And the clouds, of course, representing the indecision, the clouded judgment, the clouded insight, the High Priestess in reverse energy, where it's behind them, and troubles melt like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. So all the struggles, all the challenges, the obstacles, trying to work it out, still having hope in that rainbow energy. I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to close this deck now. Okay, but I have to read this because it just revealed itself. In games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. Falling Slowly, Glenn Hansard and Marketa Erglova. That is your song. It's a validation there. It's coming again. And I think I'm going to stop here with the song messages. And what I want to end with are the Tarot Closet love messages. And then we're going to end today. We're not going to have charms or totems today. My world is dark without you. Those three are definitely yours. I am waking up. As I was putting this here, I was noting that it's wanted to go near judgment, and that's judgment energy. I care too much what people think. Some third-party interference, possibly. You are my biggest wish. So that's also coming through with the Nine of Cups that's here today. Not just the wish fulfillment, but you are their biggest wish. Give me time. My heart is yours. I will never give up on us. It's really hard living without you. These messages, that's it. They didn't want to come. Please never give up on us. Yeah, sometimes they're just, I don't feel good enough for you. Could that be some of the energy of the fear? It's here. It can be connected to chronological age, or just immaturity emotionally. It's not going to be age for everybody, but some insecurity. Interesting. And that's been coming through here today as well. It's a little bit of insecurity. That's too many. I'm sorry. That's too many. That's yours. This is yours. And that's yours. And that's it. Okay. Will you wait for me? That's a really big question. It's going here on the Empress. Will you wait for me? Will you wait for me is a really, they want me to reiterate that, because there's some of you that I feel like you are planning not to, or thinking a lot about it. I am afraid you will reject me. That's also very strong today. I am so lost without you. I want to kiss you. It's the last love message coming through today. That is the end of your reading. I really appreciate you joining me. If you enjoyed your reading, I would really appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you haven't already. And it goes without saying, thank you for being here today. I love you very much, and I'm sending all that love your way, hoping for the best outcome for you. I look forward to seeing you at another love reading soon. In the meantime, take really good care of yourself. Bye for now.